What's going on, YouTube? It has been 11 months since I started investing $5 a day into the stock market. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you an overview of how my investment has been performing since the beginning of the year. Now, before I get started, please like and subscribe and help me get at least 150 likes on this video. As a small content creator, that would mean the world to me. At the beginning of the year, I started investing $5 a day into the stock market. And let me tell you, since that time, the market has continued to be on fire. Now, there are some analysts that are sounding the alarm and predicting that we are going to see some downward movement in the market starting in 2025. But as of today, we are still trading at or near all-time highs. And since we are not able to predict what the market will do in the future, we're going to continue to invest every single day, and we're going to dollar cost average across our entire portfolio. Now, I want to give a shout out to those of you that have been investing with me and have started to build out your portfolio. Make sure to leave a comment down below and let me know when you started investing and how your portfolio has been performing since you started. If you haven't started investing, now is the time to make a decision. You can either sit on the sidelines and let another year pass you by, or you can jump into the market so you can actually start your path to building wealth. The decision is yours. The stock market is an investment vehicle that has a very low barrier to entry, which allows many people to be able to participate. And with investing in ETFs, it makes it that much easier because it allows you to invest in the market without having to do a ton of research on individual companies. And as we build out our portfolio, we will continue to see how our small investments can continue to grow over a long period of time. When I gave my update last month, I mentioned switching from a 52-week investment challenge and shifting my focus to building out a small portfolio. And since that time, I have added an additional investment to my portfolio. I posted a video on my channel where I provided a 1-month update on the investment that I added to my portfolio. Make sure that you check out that video so you can see what investment that I added. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The market has been on fire all year. And if you are not invested in the stock market, you are missing out on a tremendous amount of upside that we've experienced throughout the year. And if you have been following the market, then you know that the S&P 500 is up nearly 30% year to date. And since I'm investing in VOO, that is the index that I'm watching because VOO tracks the S&P 500. And as of the recording of this video, VOO is trading at around $556 per share. Now, before jumping into my portfolio, I did want to make sure that I mentioned the following. I'm using Webull for this portfolio build out. I like Webull because it allows me to buy fractional shares of ETFs with as little as $5. Now, there are other brokerages out there that will allow you to purchase fractional shares of ETFs. Webull is the brokerage that I chose to build out my portfolio with. If you're interested in opening an account with Webull, I'll make sure to leave a link down in the description below. Now, the current goal of this portfolio build out is to hit a total value of $5,000 in our account. And once we hit that $5,000 number, then the next goal will be $10,000. And we'll continue to build out this portfolio in $5,000 to $10,000 increments. Now, some of you may have already hit this first milestone and you're working on your second or your third milestone, which is completely fine. We are each investing at our own pace. And the important thing is that we remain consistent. And I also want you to remember that we are buying at or near all-time highs, which will likely impact your average pricing and your returns. And it's fine that we are buying at or near all-time highs because when the market goes through a correction, we will have an opportunity to add to our position as the price goes down. All right, now let's go ahead and jump in and let's take a look at this investment. All right, so now we are taking a look at my investment in VOO. And if you look at the top of the screen here, you will see that I have an open P&L of $154.92. And for the year, I am up a little over 13%. Now, remember, I did mention that the S&P 500 is up nearly 30% on the year. But one thing that you have to remember is that we are buying at or near all-time highs, which, if you recall, I mentioned will likely skew our overall percentages in our accounts. And then if you look down, you will see that the market value of this particular investment is $1,344.79. And I have a quantity of 2.4 shares of VOO. It's a little skewed because I have invested in the dividend reinvestment program, or DRIP, for this particular investment. If you are investing in building out your portfolio with me, make sure that you go in and you activate the DRIP program to ensure that any dividends that are paid out as part of your investment will be reinvested back into your investment. And I have a total cost of $1,089.99. And I have an average price of $492.13. And my daily P&L for this particular investment is 0.75%. And then of course, if you scroll down here, you will see that I have been very consistent with my $5 buy in this particular investment. A few months ago, I went into my account and I set it up to purchase $5 worth of VOO on every single trading day, which means I don't have to go into my account. I mentioned this before and I'll mention it again. I only go into this portfolio 2 times a month, and that's when I'm going in and I'm adding enough money to cover the trades over a 2 or a 3 week period. Otherwise, I'm only looking at this investment as I'm actually doing this update video in real time with you. Guys, we are almost 1 year into building out this portfolio and putting ourselves in a position to change what our financial future looks like. Now, building long-term wealth can be a slow process. And there are 2 extremely important things that I want you to remember about this process. One is, remember, you have to be consistent. You need to be making sure that you're going into your account and investing every single month. And it doesn't matter if you're not able to do this on a daily basis. You just have to be consistent with what you're able to invest. And the second piece is having patience. I can't tell you how many times that being impatient has cost me making a lot of money in the stock market. So being patient and being consistent are 2 things that you have to remember while we're building out this portfolio. So what do you guys think? Make sure you comment down below and let me know what you're investing in. I appreciate you guys continuing to hang in there with me and remaining consistent, because I know that if we stick with this, we're gonna get to the bag together.